Okay, it's a couple minutes after, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am so excited to get to talk to you guys today about augmented reality. My name is Adelaide Walker, and I am a 3D artist here at Mainstay Digital, and I have now taken on the role of Mesh Lead, which stands for Managing Engagement, Success, and Happiness. And yes, that is a 3D pun. We're a little bit 3D nerdy now after working behind the scenes. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with the number one question. What is augmented reality? I feel like that's a lot of the reason that people are here today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. Augmented reality is a way to transport your products anywhere at any time. It is a 3D asset that puts your product in pristine 3D, real scale, perfect lighting, basically the best beauty shot of your product. And the the reason that we think this is so important is you do not always have your product with you. The only time is a warehouse, a trade show. What about when you're on vacation and you run into somebody, spark up a conversation, and they ask you what you do for a living? Well, that's super easy. You can just show them real scale. I mean, you can launch it anywhere you can think of. You can launch it on site, in a warehouse, on the top of a ski mountain, even. I know that when I first started here, this was a tool that really helped me understand the products that we made. I mean, it is so hard to understand a product that you've never seen. So, this is how we solved that problem. Now I want to get into launching augmented reality. Up on screen, you're going to see a QR code. These are business cards that we design and deliver with our augmented reality. Um, you can go ahead and scan the QR code. If you have your phone, just open the camera app, scan it, and when the little yellow icon appears at the bottom, Mainstay Digital, click on that. It should take you to this landing page. This is an iframe of the product. This is the Fusion 2 we did for Filmatic, one of our partners. And what makes our augmented reality stand apart is that we can animate it. I know at trade shows, products aren't always running. There's downtime, very large products. It's overwhelming. There's so many things to look at. You can take these QR codes and send them home with every single prospect. Another part of this iframe is that this can be opened on computers as well. If you're not activating augmented reality, and you can embed that into your website as a 3D object. So if you have any questions about that, I'm focusing on augmented reality today. So you can always shoot me an email. I'll make sure to drop it in the chat before the end of our time. So in the top left corner, there's an activate AR button. I want everybody to press that. And then it says view in AR. Absolutely, you want to. And everybody who scans this will want to. And then it's going to load, point your camera towards the ground and let the product load. It's going to anchor onto the floor. Boom, full scale, your office or your house or wherever you are, a beach, a mountain, is now a showroom. I'm seated right now, but you can get up from where you are and walk around the product. It is real scale. It is not going to shrink or warp. It is coded to stay true scale size. If a customer wanted to see if this would fit in their factory, warehouse, on site, they are able to do that and test it in real time. You can drag the product, especially if it might have gotten really close to you initially. You can drag it back and forth with your finger, move the camera. It's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to drag this towards me to show you up close. You can have every single small function of your product featured. I mean, we can do everything from warning labels, HDMI screens, buttons, the product moving through. And that is what is so fascinating about the product is that there is no need for the physical product, especially when advertising to clients, meeting someone at a trade show like A3 Automate, where people don't have their products with them. This is a way to be able to share the product with them. So, going back to trade shows. This is what I think is really cool. One of our partners, Pearson Packaging, they started off shipping their products for hundred or tens of thousands of dollars. And it's only for one weekend. They only get to see the product for one weekend. And also at trade shows, business cards are littered everywhere. You get a huge stack by the end of the weekend. It is so hard to get people to re-engage with your product once they cannot see it in front of them. When you have augmented reality and you have it on a small little business card, they're going to want to show it to people. This is not a business card that's going to end up shoved in someone's wallet or crumpled up in their bag. This is going to be engaged with. People are going to want to see this, and it sells after the meeting ends, after you chat it up with somebody, hand them a card. They are able to advocate for your product and sell it behind the scenes without you needing another meeting. And just an extra measure, we also deliver an analytics page with our augmented reality. This analytics page is super cool because there is a map that you can travel around and see everywhere that your product has caught a flight. I mean, we've had some customers have no idea that people were looking at their product in Madrid. Now you can see that someone made their way over to Madrid and scanned it. Maybe it was someone on vacation. But I'm in Texas right now. So specifically, we can look and see, hey, we spoke to this client that has an office in downtown Dallas, and that seems to be the hot spot for where they're looking, for how many times they're viewing. I mean, 2 minutes of session duration, that's 2 minutes of exploring your product, and you're not even there. It advocates for itself. All 27 of their products, their entire fleet is in cards, and everybody can leave with them. Even if you have a small booth with one of your products shown, you can still showcase the entire series through augmented reality, which is absolutely incredible. And here's another use case that I had personal experience with is internal onboarding. Just beyond sales, this product introduces your team to what they are selling, especially remote teams, teams who maybe a few of them are satellite teams, unable to make it to the warehouse, maybe aren't even the ones going to trade shows. They can familiarize themselves with every single detail of your product so that they can confidently sell it. And at the end, they can drop the link to the iframe, the 3D object. They can send the link to AR. They can send the QR code at the end of an email. You can put the QR code on brochures or even at the end of a PowerPoint that you're showing your team to familiarize themselves with the products. It is so much better than traditional photography and film and much more interesting and engaging. I know that this was a lot of information about augmented reality pretty quickly, so I'm going to open up the floor for any questions. I'd love to hear them. Okay, well, it seems like I was able to answer a lot of y'all's questions. If you think of something later on or didn't get a chance to message me, please email me after the call. I've dropped my email in the chat for you. So please email me and I hope that I get to see your faces again and communicate with you more. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on this Friday. If you're in Texas and the pending doom of the storm is rolling in, stay safe and have a very relaxing, cozy weekend.